Go. My voice is getting raspy because I'm thirsty. I'm live. Here I am. It's me. Alrighty. Here we go. Here we go. Is anybody going to come to class? Who knows? Hey, somebody joined. Welcome, one person. Welcome to Parkour and Freerunning lesson number 3. This is for level 3, okay? So this is our most advanced parkour class. Shows up on Wednesday nights or Monday nights, I think it is, maybe Tuesdays with Coach Ellie. All right, today we're going to do a warm-up. We're going to get into our skill of the day, which is going to be the scoot. You guys should be familiar with that one, but I'm going to go into some pretty deep detail, and as soon as I said scoot, that person left. But I'm going to keep going anyways. So, I know the scoot doesn't sound exciting, and neither does detail, but I'm going to go into a lot of detail about the scoot. And then we're going to do some flips using the scoot, because I know that you guys can. So please follow along. Warm up. I've done this twice already. I'm pretty warm, but we're going to do it again. For our warm up, or actually before we get started, I'm outside today. I know some of you guys have yards that you can go out into. It's really nice. If you can get outside, you should, as long as you stay at home in your own house, in your own yard, right? If you can't get outside and, for whatever reason, maybe you don't have a yard, that's fine too. Just give yourself some space to practice your scoot. Ideally outside, you'll be able to do some other scoot-like things, all right? Now, during the warm-up, I'm going to do some things that I can do because I'm outside. So if you guys are outside, I want you to do it too. If you're inside, modify it. So, for example, number 1, jog it in place. If you're inside, if you're outside, pick something like that tree that's really far away. I thought it was a telephone pole earlier, found out it's a tree. You're going to run as fast as you can to that tree and all the way back. Ready, set, go. Cool. Still jogging in place because we're doing it again. Go. And still jogging in place. All right, cool. Now, jumping jacks. 15. Fast. Swing arms. Big jump. Okay, breathe. Breathe. Oh, that's my dog. Everybody say hi. And that was probably 15. Cool. All right, catch your breath. Put your arms above your head. Open up your diaphragm. Next, I want to see mountain climbers. Let's do 30. And so count to 30, moving each leg like so. Try to go fast, guys. Lift your knee up high to your chest. Staying strong. See if you can stack your shoulders over your hands. Keep going. I don't know how many that is. 10 more. Faster. And that was 30, sure, yeah. Great. Some good cardio there. All right, moving on. Stretch your arm across the front. Pull it in tight. And switch your arms. Pull it in tight. Hope you guys are having a good week so far. Today and yesterday were awesome. As far as weather goes, just pull down on one arm. So I hope you guys can get outside in your backyards. Please don't go to playgrounds. Please don't go to parks. Just stay at home. If you can't do flips at home, I'm sorry. Tell your parents I said it's okay. Switch arms. Cool. Swing your arms across the front. Switch which one goes on the top. So yeah, feel free to throw me under the bus and say, well, Coach Alex said that we could flip at home. All right, and if you get in trouble, I'm sorry. Nothing I can do about that, but I can at least tell you to try. I don't know if Scott's gonna like that comment, but it's fine. Hi Scott, if you're watching this. I like doing flips at home. My parents tell me not to flip in the house, and I do it anyways, and then they get angry, so then I come outside. But kids, listen to your parents, but also do flips. Okay, I'm rambling. Straddle. Reach down, touch one foot. Try to touch it with both hands. Switch to the other side. Reach down the middle. Try to reach behind you. And now reach out as far as you can in front of you. Reach towards me. And up tall. Feet together. Reaching down. Try to touch your toes. Touch the ground. Put your hands flat. If you put your hands flat, try to get your belly to go against your legs. Squat down low into our squat. I know I talked about this last week, but our squat here, one of the most important things we can do. Make sure you're still doing it every day. I know I don't do it every day, and I should. But you guys can brush your teeth like this. You can eat dinner like this. You can do your homework like this. So just pick one activity a day to do in a squat, no matter what it is, and you'll be doing them. All right? All right, take a seat. Put your foot out. Reach for your toes. Very nice. Good job. Great job, Dominic. Good job, Michael. Ryan, I hope you're watching this because you haven't been to class in a while. Put your foot over. Roll out your ankle. And put your foot on the ground. Hug your knee. And then one arm behind the leg. Reaching back. Looking backwards. And let's switch sides. Other foot out. Reaching for your foot. Does my foot look really dirty? Probably. If you guys can get outside, you should do so barefoot. It's good for your feet. It's good for your soul. It's good for your back. It's good for, I don't know what else. Something. Hug your knee. Put your arm behind your knee and look backwards. And next we're going to do butterfly stretch. For this one, guys, we're going to try to open our hips because if we can open up our hips more, the scoot will be easier for us because there's a good deal of leg separation if it's done correctly. So go ahead, try to bring your knees to the floor, opening your feet up like a book. I hope you can get closer to me. Cool. Flip onto your stomach. We're gonna do a seal stretch. Look up to the sky. Say thank you, sky, for being blue. Cool. I hope you guys can hear me all right. I don't know what the audio sounds like out here. There might be really loud cars. There might not be. But hopefully you can. At this time, because you Parkour 3 guys are older, I know that some of you need to stretch certain things that others don't. So please pause the video, take some time to stretch those things, or warm up in any way that you feel like you need to so that you don't end up hurting yourself, all right? You guys know what that means. We do that in class too. All right, moving on to our skill. The skill today is the scoot. I believe almost all of you in Parkour 3 should know what a scoot is already, except for maybe Ellie's Monday class. I don't know if she's taught those yet. With Noah, I remember your names, and Ethan. Okay, I haven't forgot about you guys. You guys, I hope you've learned the scoot before. If not, you will pick it up after this. And then the Parkour 3 guys on Wednesday with me. I feel like Paul might be the only one that hasn't seen this, but Paul, you'll get this really quick as well. All right? The scoot, just to remind you, is very similar to our cartwheel or our round off. It is a transition move, and we're going to get straight into it. We're going to start easy, and I'm not going to explain the easy steps that much, but we're going to get pretty in depth with the harder steps. So, again, let me just do a scoot really quick, just to remind you if you're not sure what it looks like, and then I'll explain how it works. Where am I sitting at? Okay, here's the scoot. This is what we're going to be working on today. All right, I'm not doing any flips just yet, but I will do some at the end to give you some ideas. The scoot is a 180 spin. You're going to be turning around 180 degrees. So if you're facing this way to start, you will end facing this way. This way. Okay? So here is the scoot, 180. If you end up spinning a little bit more than 180, that's fine, as long as you feel like the momentum is sending you in the correct direction. What can help is when you start, instead of starting forwards here and reaching down, you can actually start twisted here and then reaching. So technically your chest is going to be turning greater than 180, and that is totally fine. But if it's our feet that are going more than 180, we're probably going to end up with messed up momentum, and it's going to make it harder. Now, I want everybody to warm up a few scoots. It's this simple. Ready? You put one foot in front. The opposite hand reaches to the floor. Our feet are going to kick up into the air and 180 around to stand back up. If you do it with your feet together, at the end it looks like this. Ready? That is not what we're doing today, but if you want to warm up with that, that's fine. We are going to be focusing today on the leg separation and landing one foot at a time. So, the reason being is cartwheels. That's why. Cartwheels are important to know because we do something in a cartwheel called a lever. The lever is when we act like a seesaw or a teeter board. Let me see. What do I have here? My phone. Okay. My phone is a flat surface. This is you standing up, okay? The phone. Ignore my hand behind it. My hand is what's called, oh man, the fulcrum? Fulcrum. I think that's what it's called. You guys can see this. Fulcrum. Okay. My phone is the board. My hand underneath is the fulcrum. My phone is going to pivot across that fulcrum like this. So when the top of my phone goes up, the bottom goes down, or vice versa. If it goes down, the other side goes up. And it's always pivoting on the same point, okay? That is what a fulcrum is. Now, in a cartwheel, when do we do a fulcrum? Or when do we do a lever? That's the word. When do we do a lever? It's after we create a fulcrum. What's our fulcrum going to be? It's going to be our foot and our leg, all right? So, I am my cell phone. I'm straight. I'm a piece of plastic and metal. I'm going to put my foot out. Right here, this leg that's out on the ground is my fulcrum now. When I lever, my arms go down, my foot comes up. I don't let my arms go down like this and then bring my foot up. It is arms and foot at the same time. Okay? Then this happens again in our cartwheel, except it's when we're standing up. Our foot is up and our hands are down. When our foot comes down, our hands come up. Here's a cartwheel. Boom. Creating our fulcrum with our leg. Lever. cartwheel, lever, boom. Very nice. That's all you need to know about cartwheels, because we're gonna do the same thing, but with our scoot. So here it is from the start. We're here. We took our step forward, our hand went down. As we turned around, boom. If I could freeze, I would freeze. But my foot is up in the air, my hand is on the ground. When this foot comes down, my hand goes up. And it's not just my hands, it's my chest too. So I'm here, and I lever up. That levering action is what's gonna give you all your momentum to punch into the floor and to send yourself up. Your chest launching yourself up is gonna help. Now, let's talk about chest direction and foot direction, I guess. When we lever our foot down, we'll focus just on the feet for now. When we lever our foot down, our goal is to get our foot to land next to our other foot. So you can see my feet here. Ready? It's coming in next to my foot. Boom. Right in, boom. Right in there. Okay? It's not gonna come out really wide here, or really far behind here, or really far in front here. It's trying to land right next to it. Chest. As we lever our chest up, we're trying to get our chest to end here, standing up tall, not like this, leaning far back. Okay, so if you're levering and you feel like you're dropping your chest back, even if your arm is still up, your chest is going back, that's not gonna work. Also, because we're spinning in the scoot, when we lever, our chest is actually kind of coming at an angle, and we wanna make sure it doesn't go that way either. Okay, so as it comes down, it doesn't travel to the side. Instead, you're trying to get rid of all of that twist and instead make yourself stand up. Okay? Since you won't actually be able to get rid of all the twist is going to help you. But if you let the twist take over and you're leaning too far backwards, too far to the side, or your foot's not coming right in next to you, you're not going to get the full power from your scoot. So, again, foot levering down, meeting the other foot, chest levering up, going straight up into the air. Here's a scoot from a couple different angles so you guys can see. Hopefully I'm doing it right. Okay, here it is from this angle. All right, and here it is going towards you. And I'll do one going away from you too. All right, cool. Now if you noticed, with those I had a lot of momentum, so I ended up jumping and spinning. That's cool, that's fun. But if you're feeling like you need to jump and spin, then you're probably doing something correctly. Let's talk about the entrance into the scoot, now that we know about the levering and everything. You can run. Not a lot of people run into them, but you certainly can run into them. But when you run, sometimes you end up doing like a master scoot. Like you'll do a spin step into master scoot, but we're not getting into that right now. I like to take 2 steps. 2 steps, maybe 3, if you're feeling like 3 works better for you. 2 steps is really all you need. 1 step is good, but 2 steps is, I think, a little bit better. It gives you a little more speed. And the first step doesn't even need to really be a real step. So we're gonna do a funny little scoot walk here. So I like to scoot with my right leg down and my left arm down here. So I'm gonna take that back a step, and I'm gonna actually just add in a step with my left leg. So I'm gonna go left leg step out wide, like this, right leg step out wide, like this, and then my hand gets to come down, and I push into my scoot. So, left, right, boom, scoot. Now, I forgot to mention this. I should mention this. In order to lever properly, so before we go too far into the steps, in order to lever properly out of our scoot, we need something to happen with our leg that does not touch the ground right away, the one that's going to be levering down. And what that is, we need it to go up. So look, if I'm here, my right leg is in front, my left arm goes down. When I jump around, my left leg comes down. Where did my right leg go? It went up. That way, it can lever down. If our right leg never goes up, we never get the lever, okay? So think about this. Whatever leg is your front leg here, as soon as you jump to spin around, lift it as high as you can behind you. The higher you can lift your leg, the better your lever's gonna be, okay? Let me do one more scoot where you're gonna see that, okay? And I'm gonna do my steps that I've been telling you about. My left, right, then scoot, okay? So, left, right, scoot, okay? Hope that looked good. So, remember, levering, lift that leg, the front leg, the leg that's not gonna land first, as high as you can. It's gonna help a lot with your scoot. Now, back to the steps. The other thing we can do to help the steps generate more momentum and more power is to add a little twist to them. So, I go out wide, boom. I go out wide, boom, and I reach down. I'm also gonna be twisting with my body. So I'm gonna go left, right, and then because I'm wound up tight here, when I reach down, I get to throw this arm here, twist my body here, pushing myself open. See, open, close, open here, allowing that leg to come through, this leg to go up, and then executing my scoot. So check it out, ready? Left, right, boom, okay? Now if you notice I didn't put my foot down on the ground after the scoot, ignore that. Thank you. So we're going left foot out wide, twisting, right foot out wide, twisting. Right here, we are closed. Our chest is close to our knee. When we reach our hand down and lift our other arm up, we're gonna bring our chest as far away from our knee as possible, launching this leg through, kicking this leg up, okay? And finishing with our lever. I hope that all makes sense, because those are the tiny little details about the scoot that you need in order to get a lot of power into your scoot. If you have any questions, you guys are allowed to send us your videos. So send us your video, type in your questions about what it might be, all right? I know a lot of you have the MSGA Parkour thing on your phone, on Instagram. You can send videos that way too. We'll see them, I think. But yeah, I hope that makes sense. If you're confused as to what a scoot is for still, then I didn't do a good enough job teaching it to you the first time, and I'll show you. But that is my most detailed breakdown of the scoot I think I can give you. It's all about the lever. It's about the momentum building into it, opening yourself up to the move, and creating that bigger lever. If you try to do the scoot here, closed up with your chest close to your knee, your lever's not going to be big. But if you can open yourself up and create a longer body shape, allowing your scoot to have more power. Okay, let me do a quick scoot full for you. And you can see really what it's used for. Try to watch each step, okay? All right, cool. Any other tips, really quick? Eyes. Before we go, eyes. This is important. What you want to look at during your scoot. As I'm stepping, I'm looking forwards. Step, step. When I reach my hand down, I look at my hand. Boom, here. It's on the ground. When I'm spinning around my hand, ready? I'm still looking at my hand. As I stand up tall, guess where I'm looking? At my hand. The reason why that is because if you're looking at your hand as you stand up, you're not going to do this. Okay? As soon as you do this, your chest drops back, your whole scoot is compromised. Okay? Look at your hand as you stand up. Even if you're going for a twist, You're going to be looking at your hands as you stand up tall, making that hole. Hey guys, if you're outside, look out for these guys. This is called a deer tick. They're everywhere this year. Please wear bug spray, and please check yourself for ticks afterwards. Okay, little side note there. They're really small, they're hard to see, and they're everywhere, and they'll give you Lyme disease, and it's terrible. Ask Coach Ellie. It's terrible. She's had it twice. Okay. Yeah. Please check yourself for ticks. Conditioning for today. Since we're like out of time. Do some scoot flips, like scoot full, scoot back flips. If you need to do scoot, jump 180. I think you guys are capable of doing scoot and then pause and then flip. Do that. If you can, if you have the ability to, I want you guys to do at least 10 flips today and 10 flips tomorrow. Okay, that's part of your conditioning, is 10 today and 10 tomorrow. Tomorrow's supposed to rain though, so maybe you need to do 20 today. And then let's continue, let's try to get our arms stronger. Let's do a handstand hold. Try to go for a minute, then do one for 45 seconds, then do one for 30. Also, from now until, or from when you're watching this until you go to bed, I want you to try to fit 50 push-ups in. Any amount at any time. You do 10 in a row and then take a break and do 10 later, but just try to fit in 50 before you go to bed. And also for your homework and your conditioning is to find one activity a day that you can do this squat while doing. If that means every time you brush your teeth, you're just in this squat, that's what I want to see, okay? Or, I don't know, every time you have to wash your hands and then come down here and rub them and then wash your hands in the sink again. And then one last thing for conditioning that I want you to do is, if you have a dog, I want you to go outside and chase your dog around in circles for a while. If you don't have a dog, that's my dog. If you don't have a dog, pick 2 objects in your yard, tree and a tree really far away, and run back and forth 10 times as fast as you can. You can take a break after going there and back. So there, back, break, there, back, break. A good way to do that, here's a little fun thing you can do, is set a timer, right, a stopwatch, and pick a distance that you can do in under 10 seconds. So, for example, like if I pick this tree here and the tree way over there, if I can run there and back in under 10 seconds, great. So what you do is you start a timer and you run there and back. When you get back, you had 10 seconds to do it. So when you get back, you get to rest the rest of the 10 seconds. So if it takes you 5 seconds, then you get to rest for 5. Then you go again as soon as the next 10 seconds start. And so every time you get back, you get to rest until the next 10 seconds. That's a really fun and really hard way to do this type of workout, and I hope you get a chance to try it. Cool. I'm Coach Alex. This has been Metro South Parkour Classes Online. If you are outside with me today, please check yourself for deer ticks because they're bad this year. Please stay home. Please stay safe. Please keep training to the best of your ability. It's been tough. We've had to change the way that we do things, but we'll make it through. Cool. Thanks, guys. I will see you guys on Thursday. Bye.